Welcome back, guys. Joe R here for some more Fun Time Mail Time action. We have some really great OG Pokemon cards to take a look at today, including that package that you just saw there. We have some Legendary Collection holofoil cards to take a look at. But before we get to that, I have 3 cards here that I picked up on eBay. And it goes to show how important it is to watch your listings and try to get the best deals you possibly can, because these are 3 really awesome cards that we picked up. The first one we're going to take a look at is a base set first edition Nidoking. And this was a really great pickup because this card looks great. I really don't like going after, especially when it comes to base set first edition. I try to stay in the near mint range when I'm looking for cards. It's one of the reasons why it's taking me so long to kind of complete the set. That and it's pretty pricey. But this card I picked up because the holofoil pattern was described as being basically flawless. The front of the card looks really great. Centering is pretty darn good on this card. A little off top to bottom. The back side of the card looks really good too. The only real flaw, you can see it on camera right here, is a tiny bit of whitening in that bottom right hand corner. But that's it. The corners are all sharp otherwise. So this is, at least, worst case scenario, it's going to be a PSA 7. There's no reason for it to get to 6. There's no bends, no creases. The card looks great. It's a beautiful card. We're going to place it right there, right next to Mr. Panda there. And I thought it was a great purchase. To top it off, this card actually was part of a little lot. You would think alone that picking this card up for, I think I got it around 110, was a good deal by itself. I mean, it's near mint to mint condition, but it actually came with a near mint to mint condition Nidoran and Nidorino, so it was like a mini lot. Those 2 cards alone are an extra value of around 20-25 bucks. So I was super stoked to get this card at auction for that price. It's a good deal because usually when people are looking for these cards, they're looking for just these cards. It's not often that people shop for this card and the Nidoran and the Nidorino. So really, the person or people that were bidding on this, they were looking for just the Nidoking. They weren't looking for the other cards, but added on, that's extra value, and it helps us to get our money's worth. And we can even sell those to recover some of the losses, if you will. Next up, we have a Raichu first edition. This card also looks beautiful. Again, only going after it because, and this was from the same seller too. I think he's completely sold out of his cards. I'm not going to bother even mentioning who he is specifically. But again, very crisp. You can see on camera, not much in the way of edge wear. A little bit you probably can notice here and there. A little bit right here where my thumb is. Maybe a little bit on some of the corners, but not much else on this card. This is a solid candidate again for an 8 or 7 grade from PSA, which is exactly the kind of grade that I look for usually. I think the one thing that was noted was this card has, you can see it right there, there's a little bit of imperfection in the foil, and the seller said, you know, this was kept in a sleeve since it was pulled from a pack, so he thinks it's a factory thing. But, you know, it's kind of weird for a factory thing. I think it's going to grade a 7, personally. But it's still, that's right in my wheelhouse. And this card was picked up for right around 70 bucks from eBay. And that's not too long ago. A near mint Raichu should go for around 120 plus at the bare minimum. And one of the reasons why I got this actually so cheap to begin with was because, similar to this card, he said that it came with the Shadowless first edition base set Pikachu, and when I got it, it wasn't there. And he said, you know, I put it and then I meant to take it out and I left the word Pikachu in the listing. I said, well, you said that it was supposed to be in it, and I was kind of expecting, I really was banging on it when I was doing my bidding, and so he gave me a partial refund of about $13, so I got that money back because it didn't have that card. And last but certainly not least, we have a base set first edition Zapdos that I picked up from a completely different seller. And I'm actually a little bit disappointed because this seller, I picked this Zapdos up for $120. And this Zapdos is in great shape. The foil is perfect. There's no scratches on it. If we flip it around to the back side, very minimal edge whitening. You probably can't really see anything on camera. I mean, this looks like a mint card, probably, from your guys' perspective, I'm guessing, right? I submitted a card in similar condition to this, and it did pull a 9 on me. That was the base set first edition Gyarados that I sent in to PSA. You guys might have seen that. Check it out if you didn't. I was super stoked. This one, similar to that, I would say it's a PSA 8 range card. The downside to this card, though, is that after the seller sold me this card, he showed me some of the other cards he had, and I told him I was very willing to purchase them, and I asked him to throw me out prices, and he said he didn't want to sell it all at once, but I've been messaging him a bunch, and he just never responded to me again. I think he might have realized, hey, I've got some really great stuff here. Maybe I shouldn't sell it, or maybe he sold it to someone else. I don't know. So no luck on getting anything else from him, but I'm super stoked that I got at least this much from him. So those are our 3, and probably the coolest cards of today's mail time opening. I'm sorry that they weren't in packages, but I'd opened these a while back ago, and I kind of got them as one-offs. You know, it didn't come with like a whole bunch of other cards, really. So we're going to put these right there. Those beautiful first edition base set cards. They'll be getting sent off to PSA with the next submission, so check that out when it comes through. We have this here. This is a Legendary Collection lot. Just make sure we don't clip any cards here. These are all supposed to be near mint to mint condition, so I'm very excited to see what we have inside of this lovely package. Woohoo! All right. These are just holos from Legendary Collection, and I got about 7 of them. When it comes to Legendary Collection, the holos aren't really what's most valuable. It's really the reverse holos, and you know, maybe Charizard is very valuable, but for the most part, most of these in near mint to mint condition can be picked up for around $10 on eBay still. As long as you're diligent and you're doing your homework and you're looking, that's what they typically can be picked up for. So I got these 7 cards for $65, made a deal with someone. He had a whole bunch of them, and they are in near mint to mint condition. So I'm very happy about that. This is the Machamp Holo from Legendary Collection. Awesome card. It's one of the only Machamps from using the base set artwork that does not have the first edition stamp. I think the other one is the one from the Brock's theme deck, the pre-constructed Trainer Deck A, I want to say, is the Brock's theme deck. Trainer Deck A, the prototype theme deck. The only other one that doesn't have first edition. It's a non-holo Machamp, but this is beautiful. It's got the star pattern. Love it. Let's continue on. We've got a Dark Persian Holo. Awesome card. Near mint to mint condition. I don't see any edge whitening. There's a little nick right there in the corner. Brings it down to about a 9. Holo pattern looks really nice. We'd have to take a closer look at it. I see, you guys can probably see it too, there's a factory line right there. This is more for a binder collection though, so I'm not too concerned about it. Dark Slowbro, love that artwork. That Team Rocket grunt right there in the background, looking great. Legendary Collection Holo. Jolteon from Legendary Collection. Always a fan favorite. This is probably one of the few cards that I got in this lot that was, I guess you could call, worth more than $10. Maybe this is like a $15 card. Love Jolteon mint condition. Dark Blastoise, another beautiful card. I already have this and the Jolteon as a matter of fact, but these are definitely in better condition. So they're going to be taking the place of the others that were already in my collection, and I'm going to be shipping those to eBay to sell on off, so to speak. Beautiful cards. We have Zapdos from Legendary Collection. Beautiful card. And I'm not super interested in the reverse holos. They're worth way more than the actual holo cards, which is why those booster packs are so darn valuable now. You can always get a reverse holo in them of any Pokemon. Could be a reverse holo Charizard, but you could also get a holo card also in there. And really, those booster packs were meant for building decks. They had energies, and I think they had no, actually, I don't think they had energy cards in Legendary Collection booster packs, but they did have doubles of some cards. So last one, we've got Ninetales here. Beautiful card again. And that's all we've got for today, guys. Some really awesome cards. Let's stick up some of our favorites again. We've got Blastoise, Ninetales, Jolteon. Really awesome showing them off to you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know Mr. Panda over here did. I'll catch you next time. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.